What's going on, guys? This is MhpHD here, and this is the third episode in my FIFA 14 career mode with Leyton Orient. As you can see here, I'm just changing my team for the next upcoming games. I didn't play any games in the last episode. I just did transfers, and a few of them transfers actually come through in this episode, which is a real positive for my team because otherwise it looks quite weak. As you can see here, I'm just putting Naki Wells on because if you don't remember at the end of last episode, he actually came through and became a member of our club. So I'm just putting into our team now. I'm just looking through other players. I did actually have quite a good episode with regards to transfers and everything else. At the end, I did actually sim Notts County game, and that was the League Cup game, After One Cup game against Notts County. I did sim that. I didn't say anything about going for cups, but as it got to it, I was sitting there and I was thinking, do I want to go for this? Do I want to go for the Johnston Paint Trophy, or do I want to go for the FA Cup? I decided against the Johnston Paint Trophy and the League Cup, and I'm just going to focus all my attention on the FA Cup. Partly because it seems like a more prestigious trophy to win in England. If you didn't know that, if you're from another country, then yeah, the FA Cup is the big cup, and then the Capital One Cup is kind of, well, everyone calls it the Mickey Mouse Cup, really. So yeah, it's kind of the Mickey Mouse Cup. So I'm going to go for that as well, and in FIFA it gives you more money. As you can see here, I'm just making sure that I have my sliders off, because if you don't remember, against AFC Wimbledon, I scored both my goals with my team having sliders on. One, they had normal stats, but the other, they had sliders down. In fact, they had like hardly any sprint speed or acceleration. So as we go into the game, this was actually a very good game. If I'm honest with you, it was actually probably one of the best games I could have hoped for to start off the career mode with. As you can see down the wing, Adebayo, he's rapid and he's incredible. Naki Wells up front is again just as quick and incredible. But this goal actually comes from, it's mainly Sawyer who gets the ball in. Naki Wells with a shot, deflects out. Luckily he clears it against my guy, and it comes back to Mooney, who just shoots into the corner, which is actually, it's a pretty decent finish. It's a good team goal. As you saw, I got the ball right back, it worked my way across to the left back, crossed it in, and yeah, that was Adebayo with a header in and Mooney with a finish. At half time I made two subs. I put Bartley on for James because he was tired, and I took Mooney off for Bat because, again, as you can see, he had a yellow bar, so he was also quite tired. 10 minutes into the second half, I stole the ball off there. I don't know what position, I think it was a centre mid, and took through balled it to my to Adebayo, and then I don't know who that was. I can't remember who that was, but he shot and it was awful. But it came back out to Vincelot, who passed it in, and Bat, it's just coming off the bench after 14 minutes on the bench, shoots, post in, 2-0. I was really happy with that. I don't usually score against the computer, so to score two was actually really impressive for me. I was really happy. Yeah, so that was literally the end of the game. But that happened. Now I don't know how that happened. If you think about it, look, watch it again. I tackle him, and he just makes this incredible slide tackle, which I've never seen anyone do before. And the game finished 2-0. But I thought that could be 3-0, put the game to bed. But I was shocked. I was honestly jaw dropped. My jaw was like, oh my god, how have you done that? I wasn't annoyed. I was just a bit like, if you know what, you've done it. It's a fair play. You deserve not to concede a goal if you did that. Vince Lott's actually out for 2 weeks for a pulled calf that he got towards the end of the game against Bristol City, which is quite annoying because he was definitely one of the better players in that game. So yeah, I'm kind of a bit bummed by that. But yeah, as you can see there, Januzaj has accepted our offer of £18,000 a week, $3 million, and for 4 years. So I got Adnan Januzaj, who is one of the most prospectuous, if that's a word, talents in England. He's been all over the papers for scoring 2 goals against, I think it was Sunderland he scored 2 goals against, for us to win. There was a draw or win, but yeah, Man United won, draw that game. As you can see there, Real Morrison come for $4 million and $40,000 a week. He did in the previous episode have a problem with dropping down 2 levels, but luckily he saw the money and thought, yeah, let's go to Leyton Orient from West Ham, which was probably not one of the best moves of his career, bearing in mind the rivalry between the 2 clubs. I was actually looking for another striker after that game because I know I have quite a few strikers, but none of them are quick. I have Naki Wells, but he's actually quite short. So I wanted a reasonably tall, reasonably quick player, and Danny Ings was the one that came to mind. He's 21. He can play as a striker, a right wing, or attacking mid. He's 5'10", which is not too small, and he's also very quick. I've had him in Ultimate Team a few times, and I know how quick he is. So that's kind of another reason why I got him, is because I know that he's got a lot of pace. This was me just pissing about with centre backs. I actually ended up going onto the global network, and I hired Connor Fox, as you can see there. I hired Connor Fox as a scout. If you go, just wait for I just signed him as a scout, and I tried to. I want a centre back who is, I think, I can't remember what the things were, what I said he wanted to be. But yeah, I think it was tall, strong, and promising. So yeah, I just changed my team. I put Wells in. I put Januzaj left mid, Morrison centre mid. I didn't want to get rid of Adebayo because I knew that he played really well in the first game. You can even say he got an assist in the first game, so I thought I'd keep him in. I told you before that Capital One Cup, I don't really care, so I'm just going to sim it, which is what I did. I simmed the game. I know you guys will probably be a little bit annoyed by that because I want to play. I did want to play every game, but then I got to it and I thought there's no point in me playing if it's just going to be a cup game that I don't really care about. But I put my best team possible out, and I still lost 2-1. Naki did miss a penalty in the 62nd minute, which could have been decisive, but turns out he didn't, and we lost 2-1, which isn't actually a bad thing because the amount of midweek games that the Capital One Cup gives you is a pain in the arse, and it does really bring your fitness down. So as you can see, I put an inquiry in for Danny Ings, and they said 4.3 million. I thought I'd be a little bit cheeky and go for just 3 million, see if I could get him for 3 million, and you'll see what the answer was in a few seconds, hopefully. Yeah, I just getting deleting the emails that I don't need from the sign-ins and stuff. Yeah, I think now is when I do. Yes, he's got 1 day left to come, so I go and sim a day. I need this guy in. I need a good scout in, so I can not only get my youth prospect, my future talent, but I also want to get a centre back that's young and going to be very good, who's currently in England. I don't know any off my head, and if you do, please comment in the section below, and I will definitely look into it because I need someone badly. I need. I'm looking for someone about 22 or below, who's about 6'2". I don't really care about the age, the pace or anything. I just want someone that you've got in your season mode or career mode, and you know is good. Someone like that. Someone that I can get. I was looking at I don't know his name. McCullough, but he's got 17 days remaining on his scouting report, so I will just wait for that. But I will. What I'll do first is I'll look into him because I think that he'll actually end up too late. I got rid of aerial threat because I didn't think that would be good enough. So as you can see, I've got any position, tall, strong, promising. I actually realised as I got off there that I didn't want any position, that I wanted it to be just a centre back, which is what I need because my club's in low demand of centre backs. So I actually go on and just change it to a centre back. So that's my kind of area. I know I left it at 30. That's because I wanted to keep my options open because I know defenders may peak at 32, 33. Whether or not I do that in the game, I don't know, but in real life, that's usually their peak. So I simmed the rest of it to the Carlisle game. I can't remember if I said I'd play or if I say I'd leave the episode on this game. It turns out that I'd played it anyway because I'd rather err on the side of caution and play. I just realised Adnan Januzaj's stamina is 44. That's somewhere where I should have probably scouted into him and seen that, but it turns out that he's actually 44, and it means he can only play a game a week, which isn't a problem because I do have Cox, who is also incredible, but he's 27, I think, 26, 27, so I want to play Januzaj as much as I can. But when I can play Januzaj, I will play him when he's got light green fitness, or I say about 3/4 of the way through. That's when I'll look into probably playing him. I put this in there because I thought this was a really, really good chance. It was a great run from Adebayo, and then a great shot from Wells. Good save from the keeper, and then Adebayo's follow-up shot was just poor. At half-time, I made 2 substitutions. As you know, Januzaj has little fitness, so I knew I had to put Cox on, and I also put on, I think I put on Bat for Mooney again. Yeah, I put Bat on for Mooney again. What happened at half-time was a bit stupid. I clicked start before the end of the half, so actually we'll just go. Look, I click resume match and I have to click start again. I have to go through all the menus again. What happened just after half-time made me laugh. It was nothing really to do with my game. Well, it wasn't anything to do with my game. But if you just listen out for it in a few seconds, this just made me laugh so much as to why Jamie O'Hara got sent off for
Port Vale.
It's a sending off for Wolverhampton Wanderers. They're down to 10 men. It's Jamie O'Hara who's been sent off for something he said to the referee. 47 minutes played. It remains 1-0.
Something he said to the referee. The game finished 0-0, and the thing I showed you, the highlight I showed you at the beginning was probably the best chance of the game. So that's why I included it, not only because it was a great run from Adebayo, but because it was the best chance of the game, and I didn't see the point in including anything else because all the other shots, over said they've got 4 shots on target and 2 shots on target. They were literally down the throat of the keeper, never going in a million years from outside the box. I was really surprised when Burnley accepted my transfer offer for Danny Ings for 3 million when they said they went with 4.3 originally. I thought I'd leave that and go and just do motivate my team for the next game, because I know the next game's going to be a big game in my season. He only wants 15,000 a week, but I put it up to 20 because I like making sure that I got the player, so giving him more kind of might. I don't know if it does or not, but I always seem to do it just in case. It's actually coming towards the end of the video now. There's no more. I don't think there's any more major factors in this video. I'm just waiting to see. Players returning from injury. Vincelot's back from injury, which is a massive bonus because he's a very, very good player. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else at the end of the video. I don't think there is. I think this is the end. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed episode 3. If you didn't enjoy episode 3, then please tell me, because I will try and make you enjoy episode 4 more. Tell me where I can go wrong. Tell me where I went wrong, where I can improve, and all of the feedback will be much appreciated. Yeah, leave any comments. Please like, subscribe, and thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.